and Michael, we were able to get done. But we've also got to ask the wealthiest Americans and biggest corporations to pay their fair share. We need to reform our tax code based on a simple principle. Middle-class families shouldn't pay higher tax rates than millionaires and billionaires. Warren Buffett's secretary shouldn't pay a higher tax rate than Warren Buffett. A teacher or a nurse or a construction worker making $50,000 a year shouldn't pay higher tax rates than somebody making $50 million. That's just common sense. And keep in mind, I'm not saying this because we should be punishing success. This is the land of opportunity. What's great about this country is that any of these young people here, if they've got a good idea, if they go out there and they're willing to work hard, they can start a business, they can create value, great products, great services, they can make millions, make billions. That's great. That's what America's all about. Anybody can make it if they try. But what's also a quintessentially American idea is that those of us who've done well should pay our fair share to contribute to the upkeep of the nation that made our success possible. Because nobody did well on their own. A teacher somewhere helped to give you the skills to succeed. Firefighters and police officers are protecting your property. You're moving your goods and products and services on roads that somebody built. That's how we all do well together. We got here because somebody else invested in us. And we've got to make sure this generation of students can go to college on student aid or scholarships like I did. We've got to make sure that we keep investing in the kind of government research that helped to create the internet, which countless private sector companies then use to create tens of millions of jobs. And you know what? I'm positive, I've talked to most wealthy Americans agree with this. Of course, the Republicans in Congress, they call this class warfare. You know what? If asking a millionaire to pay the same tax rate as a plumber makes me a class warrior, a warrior for the working class, I will accept that. I will wear that. The only warfare I've seen is the battle that's been waged against middle-class families in this country for a decade now. Ultimately, Colorado, this comes down to choices, and it comes down to priorities. If we want to pay for this jobs plan, put people back to work, close this deficit, invest in our future, then the money's got to come from somewhere. And so my question is, would you rather keep tax loopholes for oil companies, or do you want construction workers to have a job rebuilding our schools and our roads and our bridges? Would you rather keep tax breaks for billionaires that they don't need, or would you rather put teachers back to work and help small businesses and cut taxes and reduce our deficit? It's time to build an economy that creates good middle-class jobs in this country. It's time to build an economy that honors the values of hard work and responsibility. It's time to build an economy that lasts. In Denver, that starts now, and I need your help to make it happen. I just want you to just remember, Republicans and Democrats in the past have supported every kind of proposal that's in here. There's no reason not to pass it just because I've proposed it. We need to tell them it's time to support these proposals right now. You know, there's some Republicans in Washington who said that some of this might have to wait till the next election. Maybe we should just stretch this out rather than work together right now. Some even said that if they agree with the proposals in the American Jobs Act, they still shouldn't pass it because it might give me a win. Think about that. Give me a win, give me a break. That's why folks are fed up with Washington. There's some folks in Washington who don't get it. This isn't about giving me a win. This is about giving Democrats and Republicans a chance to do something for the American people. It's about giving people who are hurting a win. That's what this is about. Small business owners a win, and entrepreneurs a win, and students a win, and working families a win. Giving all of us a win. The next election is nearly 14 months away. The American people don't have the luxury of waiting that long. There are folks here in Colorado who are living paycheck to paycheck, week to week. They need action, they need it now. So I'm asking all of you, I need you to lift up your voices. Not just here in Denver, but anybody watching, anybody listening, anybody following online, I need you to call, email, tweet, fax, visit, tell your congressperson, unless it's the congressperson's here because they're already on board. Tell them you are tired of gridlock, you are tired of the games. Tell them the time for action is now. Tell them you want to create jobs now. Tell them to pass the bill. If you want construction workers on the job, pass the bill. You want teachers back in the classroom, pass the bill. You want a tax cut for small business owners, pass the bill. You want to help our veterans share in the opportunity that they defended, pass the bill. It is time to act. We are not a people who sit back and wait for things to happen. We make things happen. We're Americans. We are tougher than the times that we live in, and we are bigger than the politics we've been seeing out of Washington. We write our own destiny. It is in our power to do so once more. So let's meet this moment, let's get to work, and let's show the world once again why the United States of America is the greatest nation on earth.